What's up, everybody? Welcome back to today's math lesson. Today we're going to be talking about conquering the fear of factoring quadratic equations. Everyone's worst fear in algebra, pre-calculus. It's a constant come up. Algebra 2, typically in high school, lower level college, you're going to see these kinds of problems all the time. And it's good to go ahead and figure out how to do them the best way. So let's just go ahead and write this first one out. We have x squared minus 10x plus 16. Now, whenever we're factoring, what we're trying to do is find two numbers that multiply together to get this that doesn't have a variable. We're trying to find two numbers that multiply together to get this positive 16, and then those two same numbers we need to make sure that they add to get negative 10. So let's look through some possibilities here for multiplying. We have 16 and 1. We have 4 times 4, and these are all ways to get 16. And we have 8 and 2. Now, what seems like the best way? Of course, the 8 and the 2. So what we do here is we set up two parentheses, and these are basically what we're going to be using to multiply against each other using FOIL. And we can unfoil this, but right now we're putting it in FOIL form. So we have our two x's right here that represent our x squared. And what we're going to be doing is putting these numbers in. So let's go ahead and do a quick check. If we put 8 in here and 2, they would multiply together to get 16, but they wouldn't add together to get negative 10. So what should we do? Let's think about this. If we add a negative to both numbers, we can give it a negative 8 and a negative 2, and that is going to add together to get negative 10, and these two multiply together to get 16 because a negative times a negative is a positive. So this is actually factorable and in current form. And the way that we find out x in this situation is we grab each part of the section and we set it equal to 0 and solve. So in this situation, we just add 8 to both sides, and we get that x is equal to 8. And then on this side, we do the same thing. Add 2. Add 2. And we get that x is equal to 2. So our final answer for this problem is x is equal to 8 and 2. Very interesting. So let's just go ahead and move on over, and let's check out this second problem that has a bit more difficulty. This bottom problem right here. And let's just check out and see what exactly we have going on. So I'm going to rewrite out this problem for a moment. Excuse me. This software is being touch glitchy right now. See if I can get this under control. Okay. So we have our marker, and let's just go ahead and write out our x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15 equals negative 7. And what you might be thinking is, what should I be doing in this scenario? Like, this looks very different from this problem. Well, correct. We need to make sure we can get this problem in this standard form. But how do we do that? We combine like terms. So let's grab this x squared, since it's the only one of its kind. We can combine the negative 5x and the 3x, and we can get negative 2x. And then if we add 7 over to this side, and we add a 7 right there, we get a negative 8. And we can set all of this equal to 0. Now, what do we do in this scenario? We have negatives running around and things are just a bit messy. So what should we do? Well, let's figure out our multiples of 8 and let's go from there. So our multiples of 8 are 8 times 1 and 4 times 2. The best option in this scenario is going to be 4 and 2, seeing that we can almost judge that we can get a 2 off of this. But let's just be careful with our sides. Let's set up our braces, put our x in here. And let's prepare to solve. So what we need to do is just check and see what we can do. So let's just, for instance, add in a -4 and a +2. We notice that -4 times 2 is -8. And -4 plus 2 is also -2. So this one checks. And we can know that this one's right. So let's go ahead and set each problem equal to 0. Add 4 to each side. And what we're going to get is x is equal to 4 right here. And then on this one, we'll do the same thing. And then it's important also to keep in mind that once you become a bit more experienced with these things, you won't have to go through as many steps, and you'll be able to speed right through these, and that's going to make your life so much easier. So we can be for sure that our answers are 4, -2, and that is our x coordinates. And looks like we got it nice and set up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Peace.